inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Wentz's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
1st down and much more here for Jones. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. A dump off now to Hill. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 20-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's the big man Dillon with it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff to Dillon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Rodgers on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Wentz. That's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he's taken down inside the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side with Dillon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. Still going. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Lead. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Dillon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right, because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just asked about.
Touchdown, Packers! Josiah DeGuara, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the 41, Wentz. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway, as he'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This will be taken at the 10. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he will have the Vikings 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Cook. And some room to work. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 145 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it.
And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. And this belongs to the Vikings. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Wentz. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Badgley able to knock this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Looking deep for Adams.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. Lets it fly deep for Cobb.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, 22 yards. And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Again, it's Michel. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. Badgley's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
On 1st down, Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For 214 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Zadarius Smith, 2nd-team All-Pro last year, in on the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And it's Michel once again. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half. And